hello again. Right, so just continuing on with the theme of information. So one of the items that I went to buy from the pharmacy was hydrogen peroxide, and the shop assistant asked what strength I wanted, so I asked her what's the strongest she has, and 6%, about your hydrogen peroxide. I would have preferred 9%, but never mind. So she asked what I was going to do with it, so I said I need it for my skin. And I think just sort of wondering, why would you use this on your skin? So I started to go into my history of using alternative things. I posted a couple of days ago, I believe it was on Saturday, about lemon juice. Right, so I use hydrogen peroxide mostly for my feet and for dentistry. So, but I've been using these things before we had the internet, like for example, bicarbonate of soda. Much of the inspiration, nowadays we have the internet, so I can just go and check to see what various things do or can do. But back then, when I began using bicarbonate of soda, hydrogen peroxide and so forth, there was no such thing, as I said, as the internet. So it was pure inspiration. So basically I ended up giving a breakdown of the various things I use. So one of the quickest ways, whenever I'm speaking to people, to sort of cut to the chase, which I did because I've got that kind of personality. I'm very friendly. So I relate well to strangers if they're open to it. So I said to her, there was another person in the background as well. So I did like my funny face, and I said to her, do I look 56? And she did a double take and said, what, you're 56? I said, yeah. So, alright, so basically what I'm saying here is that when people, it's a bit like in the sauna, wherever, when you drop the figures, people tend to give you an instant response. So if I say I'm, going back from I was 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, depending on what it is, people respond according to the figures. So I'm guessing I'm not supposed to look how I look presently at age 56. I'm taking my life into my hands. There's this massive truck. You see it? Massive truck at the crossing, and sometimes these days they don't stop. They continue even though they can see you crossing. But he slowed down, so I guess he was stopping. He didn't kill me. Anyway, so to continue, it's going back again to the figures. So I'm guessing I don't look 56. Right, but we know that there are people who look younger and there are people who look older for their age. Whether you want to say it's genetics or luck, we know this. But I guess what I'm saying is people tend to listen to us when we are the example of the thing that we preach. So obviously these quack remedies that I use are working. So like with my hair, I said to her that obviously it's in a pharmacy, so if I said I've got problems with my scalp, they'd probably recommend some shampoo or another. So I said to her that I was inspired to use lemon juice, and that's what I use now. I haven't washed my hair since November 2017, but the proof is the hair. So even though I've got all of this on my head, I've got my hair in little plaits, and the proof was in the quality of the hair. I don't have split ends or anything like that. My hair's never been healthier. So, good morning. That's why I wanted the processing cap, because my morning. You alright? Good, thanks. Right, so alright, so I'm climbing a hill and these bags are really heavy. So I just done the shopping. Right, so I pulled one of my plaits from underneath my hat to show her the result of the lemon juice. So that's what I needed the processing caps for, but like I said in the previous video, it's not an urgency. It'll keep until the next time I go that way. So basically, I guess the point of this video is just to say that if we practice what we preach and people can see it working for them, perhaps they will be inspired to do, it's not like, I don't like to say this, but I don't try and set myself up as a role model or anything. I just do what I do for me, and if it works, like, I mean, sometimes I've been on the bus and I've seen somebody who's got really bad skin, and I'm thinking bicarbonate of soda, but it would be rude to just go to somebody and say, excuse me, you should make a paste of bicarbonate of soda, leave it on your face for up to 2 or 3 hours, and then just rinse, and that will help your skin a lot. It's rude to say that, but I guess if I put it out there in the public domain, like with these little videos that I do, maybe somebody might come across the information and it can work for them. So it was just the only reason we ended up having all of that conversation there in the pharmacy was because she was concerned that I'm going to use the hydrogen peroxide for nefarious purposes. I could have taken my socks off and showed her my pretty feet, but it would have been inappropriate to do that, right? But again, I use all sorts of one day, when I get the time, I'll sort of do the foot bath, what I use for that, and I will show what my feet look like. But so I don't do pedicures. I don't go and have expensive pedicures or whatever. It's everything that I use, you can find it in the kitchen with a dash of hydrogen peroxide. But that was it really. So like I said, I guess the theme today has been about information. So that's it. So now I'm back. I'm gonna unload all the shopping and go and do my what song am I listening to today? I believe it's Beyonce, Crazy in Love. So that's going to be 8 minutes of exercise today. All right, take care, look after yourselves. Bye bye.